Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new FTB Infinity Skyblock. Oh, my tanks fixed themselves. Awesome. Hopefully you are having a fantastic day. Look at this, they're no longer black. Oh, I don't know how that happened, but I'm very happy about it. Alright, so we have a decently busy day today. We got to get some more things, working for us, basically. We need to run into a few different things. Now, Mystic Drew there on the server just crafted the creative energy cell. How sweet is that, right? Just got the creative energy cell on here. And, yeah, I don't know if he's one of the first or not. I think the others did it. But anyways, not a big deal. We'll see how much longer I play. I don't know if we'll ever get to the creative energy cell. I'm kind of just more about having fun at the moment. And I feel like I'm doing that. Anyways, a couple things of note. We need to work on our reactor setup. This is getting a little abysmal. We have one reactor. It hasn't been running in forever. We really are barely even producing iridium. It's so slow right now. It's not a huge deal. Like, what do I have again? I have about 200. So it's not a huge deal. We could probably make another one of those turbines if we needed to. But what I think we really need to do, and what we really need, is more plutonium. Plutonium in general, we're going to need quite a bit more of, because it's used in a couple end-game things. The RTG fuel, for example, is definitely used in some end-game stuff. The MOX nuclear fuel we need for bedrockium, stuff like that. So we definitely need a little bit more plutonium production, and that's about it. I really don't need the power production, because we have quite a bit of that. I'd like to get an EU-based solar panel as well, but these steam turbines, they're doing work. I think I am going to switch this one over to a steam turbine, because it's really just, it's not adding much RF at all. These guys aren't even barely producing anything at this point in time. So we'll just probably switch that over, because I'm sure we'll use more EU towards this guy right here, the replicator, than we will the other way around. The other thing that we could do is we could start transferring some of our RF power back into EU, which is, I don't know, I don't like doing that, but I understand why people would do it. Some of the RF stuff is a lot easier to make. But anyways, we need to get some nuclear reactors going. Now, I want to make 2 more of these guys. So we do need the, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chambers, and then the core nuclear reactor itself as well. So I do want to get all 6 up and running, and so I need 2 more of those. Oh, lordy. That seems like a lot of work. Okay. Well, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. And I can't find my way out. So, let's see. What does this all require? I have not looked into this. So, the nuclear reactor. Okay, yeah, it's the reactor. All right. Here we go. Find it. There we go. So, we need the reactor chambers and the nuclear reactor itself. Dense lead plates, generators, advanced circuits, okay? And the reactor chambers is more lead plates and basic machines. Okay, all right. Well, you know what? We can do this quite easily. So then it's plus another 3 per, so that's 18 basic machine frames. We can do that. That's easy. Circuits we can get as well. We needed 2 of them, I think, for the 2 chambers themselves. Good. And the rest, let's see. Do we have lead plates set up? Lead plate? Lead plate. We do not have lead plates set up as an auto craft. Okay. We will do that right now. Right this second. Lead plate becomes lead plate. I know, right? Such advancement. Lead plate become lead plate. And this is going to go in our metal former. Let's find that. Assembly table is taking up all the room. There we go. Metal former. Oh, it's full. It's full. Now that one's extruding mode. So let's take this guy out for right now. We're not going to need the lead plates after this. So I think we'll just run this and then remove it and swap it back afterwards, because it's probably really not going to be necessary. Okay, so reactors, let's see. We need the chambers. That's this guy right here with the lead plates. And we're going to need, I think it was 18 of those. So let's wait for the lead plates to come through. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Now, like I said before, we will definitely be seeing what all, you know, kind of works for us, okay? Now, I'm not going to... Oh, my. Are we actually out of electrotine? Oh, wow. We're pretty much out of electrotine. Holy cow. We went through it all. Work faster. But, yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'm just going to go until I'm still having fun. That's the main thing at this point in time. I don't want to commit to anything but that. All right. We got a few lead plates. Still not enough, I don't think, to make all 18. Oh, we did. Okay, perfect. Awesome. So we have the reactor chambers. Good. And now we need the nuclear reactor itself. So this is dense lead plates. So we need 9 lead plates per one of those. And we need 4 of those. So what is that? That's 9, 18. That's 36 times 2. That's 72 lead plates total. And then we also need to get a generator going. Do we even have that? I don't think we have any of those. Okay. All right. We can do this. We can make the RE batteries. Go. We need 2 of them. And now we're missing the tin item casings because I removed them. Funny how that works. All right. Lead plates. Are we still crafting? We're still crafting. Okay, so we should have enough of those. Good and good. That's all we need right there. So let's pull out the thing for the lead plate. There it is there. And put back in our tin. Very nice. We'll put this guy away. And let's make our RE batteries for 2. Excellent. Why can you not start? Why can you not start? We'll cancel that. Good. Go. 2 RE batteries. Excellent. Craft. Do your thing. We also need some iron furnaces. I believe 2 of those as well. And we're backlogged. We got all the crafting going on. Why is this not doing anything? Stored. Scheduled. Scheduled. What's cooking right now? What is going on? Why? Oh, that's making refined iron. Okay, so we're stuck on refined iron or steel there. This is making those. Okay, good. Never mind. Just a little glitch in the old system. I'm surprised it took that long, but that's fine. So we should be able to make the iron furnace times 2. Go. Excellent. Okay, and that should give us the generator from IC2. Where is it? Right there. Awesome. 1 and 2. Okay, so now we should be able to make our reactor chambers, or nuclear reactors themselves. I apologize. Oh, wait, we need the dense iron lead plates. Forgot all about that. Oh, man. Again, I hope you guys are enjoying all my series. Please, please, please give some of the other ones a shot. Give Stardew Valley a chance. Honestly, it's a fun little game. I highly recommend giving it a chance. And there's another new series coming down the pipe, and it's not Minecraft, and I hope you guys will give it a chance as well. It's one of those things, Minecraft's not going anywhere on my channel, but I do like other games too, and I want to play other games more than what I do. So it's just one of those things. We need a couple pieces of dirt or something. There we go, to make these guys. Okay, so we do want to leave a block in between. So if this is our outside chamber, block, outside, boom. All right, so we'll put down the reactors in the middle, and then we're going to assemble all the chambers around them. Like so. Boop, boop, boop. Very good. Now, you can't place down the chambers without the reactor itself being placed. So, we need to do it like that. Good. Okay. So, now we need a whole bunch of heat vents. Oh, boy. How many do we need? It's 3 per row. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rows of 3. So, that's what? 27? Is that what it is? I think it's 27 heat vents. And I believe it's also 27 of the rods themselves. So let's get the heat vents going. Those are going to take a little bit of work, and I definitely want those to auto craft because they are not easily done. Do we even have the electric motor up in auto crafting? We do not. All right, let me get some of this set up for auto crafting, and then we will be right back. Alright, so that's a recipe, if I do say so myself. That's for 27 of them. Very nice. Now, these are going to, of course, fill up our inventory and whatnot. So, you know, it's one of those things. We'll do another... What do you mean no crafting CPUs available? Like, seriously, that's 1, 2, 3... Oh, did I have 4, 5, 1? Okay, 0, 1, 2... That's 3, 4... 5. Oh god, they're all full. Alright then. They are all full. Which one's being worked on right now? Not that one. This guy right here. This one's the one being worked on. And what are we crafting? Refined iron. Ugh. Ugh. That's kind of a nightmare. Alright. That's why all of our electrotynes gone right now. But anyways, we'll get the heat vents going here. We're also going to need the fuel and all that kind of stuff as well, but I'm not going to be too concerned about that. The other thing that I want to do, let's get some glass fiber cable out and start wiring these guys up, because I think I'm going to disable this whole setup up here because it's really not useful for what we need. We don't need different power. So we're just going to plug in, just like so, right to the reactors themselves. So we'll just run the line across and plug right in. And I think this is probably for the better. Let's just do this and go underneath. Very good. Oh, that's going to get in the way of our turbine, isn't it? Okay. All right. Well, it just might not look as pretty, that's all. It's fine. It's fine. No big deal. We don't need that one. We'll just go right like that. Alright. Okay, good enough. So these are going to be wired up accordingly. Excellent. Excellent stuff indeed. We'll break that and that. Get rid of all of that stuff. And this guy should be still getting power and draining power once we actually set these guys up. Okay. Good. Clean some of this up. Clean up some of this immersive engineering wire. Get rid of the need for it, basically. Good. Excellent. All right. So these guys will then be fired up, and we should... Oh, I lost the MFE. I don't care. I do not care about losing an MFE. All right. So we need the heat vents. Let's get those. We have all 27. We have to click out each one, which is a little annoying and frustrating, but we will make do. And let's just see. So we start in the second slot. All right. I am going to be placing all of these in this slowly. So I'll see you when it's all done. All right. So here we go. I am moving the hazmat suit so that we don't run into any issues. Plans, right? Let's put it... Oh no, don't disconnect that. It's fine. It's fine. Reconnect. Good. Alright, so we're going to move the armor stand to right here. We'll put that like that. We'll put the armor stand right on top of there. And we will equip all of that again. And that way we can swap right to it. Right by all of our reactors that are fully loaded up with the heat vents and good to go. So from there, I think we are good to make, or good to take out these guys at least. Shift Q, and it threw them on the ground. That's fine. It's fine. No big deal. Now, we will need to do something with those fuel rods, obviously, but we're not really in the position to do so at this time. Now, I don't believe I also have the fuel rods to be auto-crafted. No. So we don't have the uranium fuel rods auto-crafting in a canning machine. So I think that's on our next step here. I have nothing on me, so we can swap just like so. And I think we're going to need a dedicated canning machine, or do we have one? No, we never did make one. Okay. So we're going to set up the system with the canning machine to automatically do all the things. Alright, so I've set up the depleted uranium just to automatically go in from the system, in the export bus, and into the thermal centrifuge. And this should be producing out the different items. So we should be getting things like plutonium, like uranium, and stuff like that. So we're good to go there. That's nice. We have that fully set up and ready to go. So that's going to automatically deplete the cells. Now, let's just see. Do we have the fuel rods? We do not have the fuel rods auto crafting, and that is, if I'm not mistaken, that's a plate extruding. Okay, that's fine. Plate, you know what? We need to switch into our other gear again. We could get upstairs with this gear on, but it's so much easier to do it this way. Alright, good. I should actually get some teleporters around and stuff like that. I know I've said that in the past. I keep just going up this little hole here. We'll fix that. So here's our solid canning machine. Excellent. That'll work with these guys to get our next setup good to go. We may even go with an export bus here. I'm not too sure what we need to do. We'll see. It could also need a crafting card. Let's pull that out as well. We might go that route. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. We have the canning machine. We're good to go there. We also need to get the what was I doing? The fuel rod setup. So we're going to need an iron plate. Iron plate. Go. Just craft me one. Doesn't matter. Pick one. Okay, let's get the iron plate here. And that iron plate, when sent, is going to make the fuel rod. Good. Pretty straightforward. Do that like that. Now, actually, did we get some iron dust? We did. Okay. So this iron dust we need to smelt down automatically. I'll have to come up with a solution for that as well. We might need another export bus of some sort for that system, but we'll deal with that in a later date. So this one's going to go into the metal former, but the extruding one, just like so. So that'll give us the fuel rods. Good. So now the canning machine can be placed down. I think we have line over here. What are we at? Yeah, we got lots on this line. Okay, good. And we have power right beside it. So that'll automatically give it power. Excellent. And we can pipe in right here, like so. And this guy, let's see. So we have canning machine. So this is going to need fuel rods always in here. Okay, we can do that. So an export bus for fuel rods. Good. Amazing. Perfect. So that will always be fuel rods. And we're going to want to craft them. Use stocked items or craft items while exporting. Perfect. Okay, so that will be a crafting card for sure. So that should keep fuel rods in there at all times. Beautiful. Now, I think we should go with a capacity card on there. Yeah. Do we want to do a capacity card? No, I think we're just going to go with an ME interface to have them... Yeah, to have them auto-craft with an ME interface. I think that's the way to do this. Okay, so downstairs, we are going to need an ME interface with the recipe to craft up the uranium or MOX nuclear fuel to go into this system. Okay, so that'll be like that, and we can tie into that guy as well. We can also then put the auto eject upgrade and all of that in here as well. This will keep these fully stocked. So we should be seeing this running over here to make the fuel rods themselves, which we are. Good. And it should be making the plates and all that kind of stuff. So we have the fuel rods. Now we need to get the autocraft recipe for the uranium. What is it? Not the 238, the good one that we need. Uranium. This guy right here, the 230. No, that's not it. It's the enriched. This one. Yeah, that guy right there. Okay, good. So the enriched uranium. Good. That is going to be a crafting recipe, like so, that we are going to need to craft, and then we will export it into the thing. So no, I guess we don't need an ME interface, do we? We just need the another export bus, right? One export bus for that. One export bus for the fuel rod. I think that would work pretty good. Because because I don't want to be continually... crafting these things. If you know what I mean. How do I want to do this? Let me think about it. Give me one more sec here. Alright, so I've decided I definitely want to keep the ME interface, and the recipe for that is going to be in the system. So this guy is going to be a pattern of enriched. Oh god, I hope that this doesn't poison us. We're fine. We're fine. Okay, so that'll be that. Becomes a fuel rod of uranium. Okay, perfect. That will be our processing pattern for this system. And that's going to go into the canning machine over here in the ME interface. Just like that. Now, perfect. So now what we need to do is we need to automate these guys to automatically place in the cells and remove the depleted cells when they're done. How are we going to do that? That is a great question. So, obviously they can be just inputted quite easily. I did it with logistics pipes in my other world. I want to try it with AE2. I really want to try it with AE2. So let's get some more dense piping. Very, very cheap for me at this point. We'll get some dense cabling and stuff like that. And we're going to run it all the way over here, up above, and see exactly how we can get this to work. I'm assuming that export and import buses will do the job. This could be a bad assumption, or it could be one that makes perfect sense. So we're just going to get this guy more so over like this, and over on top of these guys. That way we can pipe in quite easily. Good and good. I think that's pretty much good enough. We only need 19. Alright, good. And then the smart cable will take over from there. So we're going to have smart cable, smart cable, smart cable, smart cable, and pipe into the side here. And run it all the way down into this guy as well. So these will be our exports. So these are going to export the uranium cells into the nuclear reactors. Now, I've not tested this. If this goes boom, we have a problem. A big problem. So, we're going to turn this off for right now. All of these should be in an off state. So, we're going to need a few export buses. Let's get 2 more. Good. And then we're also going to need to get some import buses. 3 of them. Now, I just used up my last depleted thing, but that's okay. We can deal with that when we come to it. So this is going to be right on here, like so, and last but not least, right over here. Let's get the last export. Why is it not done yet? Why is it not done? Game? Hurry up. Hurry up, craft my stuff. Craft my stuff. I'm doing a video. Don't you know this? Alright, there we go. Export bus. And export bus for the iron dust, which I haven't done yet. Alright, so that's going to be there as well. Okay. Now, here we need to swap into the correct stuff. And we need to get that uranium fuel rod, like so. And we need to set this up in here to pull out of the system those fuel rods. Hopefully this works. Fingers crossed. If not, we have a big boom, I rage quit, and we never play again. Makes sense, right? Okay, so that's set up good. We need some crafting cards. Now, this is kind of the good part, because what it's going to do is it's going to request that we craft these fuel cells, fuel rods, when and if we need them. Now, what I'm thinking of doing is we should send some of them as like a backlog. Now that I'm thinking about it, we should almost just send some and backlog it instead of doing all this crafting stuff. Yeah, you know what? I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to disable this for a quick second. We're going to put that away. I'm going to switch my armors back out. And I'm going to change this up a little bit. So instead of this running back into the ME system and, you know, being the pattern and all that kind of stuff, I think we're just going to run another export bus here. Or, you know what? No, we don't even have to do that. We can set it up right here. So let's get a capacity card instead. See, I've changed my mind. I thought I had my plan in my head, and I've changed my mind. Funny how that works. So let's get a capacity card. Good. And good. No, not good. Basic. Basic card. Basic card. Basic card, go. I need you. Basic card. Alright, and then we need the capacity card. Okay, and go. No. And go. This takes too long. These silly little circuits take way too long to make. What are we doing? We're crafting the calculation. Okay. Alright. I see how this is. I see how this is. Calculation. What? How can we be missing sand? Or did we actually go through all of our sand? Oh boy. Okay, anyways, capacity card. I don't care. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, capacity card, good. That'll get us the ability to get the enriched uranium onto that same export bus. So we'll put this guy in here. That'll increase that. Good. Round robin mode. Yeah, round robin mode is what we want. And let's switch out our armor. We're dealing with toxic stuff here. So we'll do that. And let's get our enriched uranium. Good. And we will tell this to export that as well, which means that it's going to also auto-craft that as necessary. So we should start to see this starting to go and filling up our fuel rods of uranium. So that'll fill up to 64, but I want a little bit more than 64. I don't think that that's a good number to kind of stick with, if you know what I mean. We'll put in the overclockers, make sure it's nice and quick. We need some more acceleration cards as well. I need one more. Just one. But that's fine. We'll get this in here. That'll speed up the process a little bit. We'll put that guy back away because that's dangerous. We can store that. We can store that as well. Okay, good. So now we do have the ejector upgrade on this. So let's instead use this to our advantage. Let's get ourselves a drawer of some sort. We'll just use this spruce drawer because we can. It's pretty straightforward. It's already auto-crafting, and we can use it to our advantage. So this guy is going to go right there, and we should see it come in immediately with fuel rods. Perfect. We can lock that guy, like so, and never touch it ever again. All right? Good. So the fuel rods will come in. They'll automatically get extracted up into here. And this will now be our buffer. So instead, we're going to get a storage bus from this thing. Thank you. And this will now be our storage for those items. Beautiful. Like so and like so. So there's all our fuel rods and storage. So this is going to keep us backlogged and up to date on all that stuff. We should probably just make a whole bunch of iron plates. Just saying. Because we're going to need a whole bunch of them. And it'll speed up this process a little bit so that we get to a point where it equals or balances out. Is there actually a drawer upgrade that reduces the amount of storage? Near infinite. Oh, those are creative, I think. Creative. Yeah, not really. I mean, we could set it to do a redstone signal, I guess. But nothing to really reduce it. Okay, that's fine. So this guy's going to store 32 stacks, which is a ton of uranium. But I guess we'll just have it. That's fine, right? I think it'll be fine. So that is all set up and ready to go. Now we have this stuff over here. These are all set up and ready to go to automatically input all of the items. Now, I want to get a whole bunch of these. Let's get the 12 for sure that we need. Get those started crafting up. We can switch out our armors, and let's find a home for this iron dust, right? Let's see. This guy is tapped fully. What do we got over here? Are all these pretty much fully tapped? This guy is 7 of 8. But I don't think I have a furnace over here anymore. No, I added a second pulverizer. So I think Maybe the electric furnace that we just installed. That might do the job. So we have this guy in there. Oh, we're kind of full though, aren't we? Not enough sides. Not enough sides. Okay, we'll do this. We'll put one on the front, and we'll just run the smart cable like so. That should turn it online. Yes, it did. Okay, perfect. And this guy's going to take all of the iron dust and put it in there. So this should smelt it up pretty quickly. We're going to need more acceleration cards as well, but that's a different story. We can get 3 more of those. That's good. Perfect. 3 more. Go. All right, so that will go in there just to make things nice and quick. There's no such thing as overkill, right? And that will automatically process up all of the iron. Now, our sand situation. We are literally out of sand. Wow. Okay. We might have to address that. That's a bit of a problem. You, sir, you are in my way. Get out of my way. Thank you. All right, so these we are going to speed them up as well. Make them nice and quick as we can input them. And Lord, I hope this works. So we got that. Let's get our dense cable and attach it. They're not powered, so it should be fine. Should be fine. And they inputted. Okay, good. So these guys should be ready to go. Excellent. Now, the next step that we're going to need to do is we're going to need to run the import buses. And we're going to need the acceleration for those as well. So we're going to need 10 more of those. Not a big deal. And I believe you can do the same thing from any location for the import as well. So we'll do this like this. We're going to set these to import. Now, on here, we need to get the depleted. So I believe we can do this correctly. So we can take the depleted cell and input it in the import bus as what we want to pull out. Just like that, and like that. It's kind of a bonus using NEI to do this. It's really nice. Okay, so that guy is set up and ready to go. We can run our cabling accordingly. Now this should be 6 channels on this setup. We could also sub-network this, but we got channels. We got channels for days. It's fine. Okay, excellent. So all of that should be hooked up. Correct. So now we can put in the acceleration upgrades to these import buses as well. That way they will pull out as soon as they're done, and we should be inputting the other ones back in, if that makes sense. Okay. Trial and error. Let's go. Let's find out if we mess this up badly or not. We'll put on our levers. Is that going to interfere with that? I think it is. We'll put on our levers. These guys should run. The biggest question is going to be is once they turn over their power. That's going to be the big question. Once these cells empty, get pulled out and go back into the system, they're going to get processed. We're going to have tons that it should automatically fill them up again. Is it going to all work out well? We could have an explosion between this and next episode. Just saying. Just saying. The other problem that we have is definitely sand. Missing sand is not a good thing. And that tells me that we are also short on glass. We have 11K. What is my level emitter? I think it's 20K, right? On my level emitter over here. Yeah, 20K glass. So all of our sand is going into the furnace to make glass at the moment. So we definitely need to get some sand production up and running, which we should be able to do pretty easily, actually. So let's just look at some sand. And let's do some auto crafting with some sand. Let's see. So sand can be returned from gravel. That's good to know. Can we get it from cobble? We could do that. Pure daisy, that's not helpful at all. Pulverizer from stone. Or it's the chance from cobble. Yeah, the chance really doesn't work for me. Really doesn't. We could do it in the sag mill. That will give us sand. Okay, there is our solution. So, do we even have the sag mill wired up here? I don't know if we do. Yes, we do. Okay, there's the sag mill. So we can set this up to have a recipe to craft sand. So 1 cobble equals 1 sand. Equals 1 sand. No, no, I said 1. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lordy. Okay, we got to catch it. We got to catch a sand. Catch a sand. Catch a sand. That was silver sand. No, no, no. It went there. Okay. When the sand pops up here, we need to grab it. Got it. Okay, 1 equals 1. Beautiful. That's fine. We can do this. All right. Good. And we can put that in there like that. So, now, if we go over to our export bus over here... What do we have this? We have this redstone enabled with acceleration. I kind of want to keep that the way it is. So I think what we're going to need to do... You know what? We're going to need to level emit this instead of a recipe. Yeah. We're going to level emit this. Oh man, we are well past wrapping up point though. So make sure you leave a like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I'm going to set this up with an export bus. I'm going to set this up with all the things that we need. And I'll see you guys next time where we can carry on along other things. Other things.